know what Denmark did recently? They pushed up security in Greenland. They added one more dog to that. It's true. They thought that was a great move.
So Trump wants Greenland. Will he send troops to invade the island too? And if he does, how would that play out? Because, like I said, Greenland is part of Denmark, and Denmark is a NATO country. The US too is a NATO country. Technically, they're allies. They literally signed a treaty promising to protect each other from attack. NATO has something called Article 5, which says an attack on one NATO member will be considered an attack on all. So what happens when one NATO nation invades another? If Trump attacks Denmark, will other NATO countries fight the United States? It would be a diplomatic disaster at best, and the end of the military alliance at worst. And while Trump talks about invading all these other countries, what happens to Venezuela? What does the international law say? As you may know, in 1945, World War II nearly broke the planet. So countries came together and they said no more random invasions, no more forced regime changes, and they signed the United Nations Charter. One of its most important rules is Article 2 and 4. It tells you when a country is allowed to attack another. One, when such an attack is supported by the UN. And two, when national security is under threat. Now in this case, in Venezuela's case, neither condition was met. So what the US did in Venezuela is a kind of aggression. It's the most serious violation of international law. How will Washington defend it? The thing is, it doesn't have to. Because the UN Security Council is the only global body that can impose sanctions for aggression, and guess who sits on the UN Security Council? The US itself. It has the veto power, meaning if you try to sanction the United States, Washington can and will veto it. And this sets another dangerous precedent. If one powerful country breaks rules and faces no consequences, others start taking note. What stops China from invading Taiwan? What stops Russia from kidnapping Zelensky? Who makes the rules and who gets to break them? It's not just about which country Trump targets next. It's about what kind of world he's trying to normalize.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? Battlefield to negotiation tables and internet outrage the real world injustice. Conversation everyone is having. One is avoided. It's the same show, but this new year, First Post America gets a new look. I'm Kerry Johnston, and this is First Post America.